Hey, Dr. T.
Yeah, what's up?
A parent recently came to me and said that they've tried medication, they got labs done, but they came back normal, and they're still gaining weight, tired, super moody.
Yeah.
Why might they be still seeing these issues?
Most likely the common thing, which doesn't show up on a blood test, is that they've got nervous system dysfunction, particularly within what's called the HPA axis. It's likely that's just more stuck in fight-flight, and if we're more stuck in fight-flight, that can exhaust us and exhaust our energy levels. It's hard to recover. It can affect our hormones, it can affect our mood, it can affect our sleep, it can affect pretty much everything, because the nervous system controls and coordinates everything. And if it's not focused on the healthy side, more focused on the survival side, we can experience, particularly, especially when hormones are in imbalance, we're constantly pushing out cortisol because we're in stress. That's gaining weight, right? And if you don't address that, then you can't lose the weight, even though you're eating well and you're exercising and doing the stuff, and not seeing a result. It's likely because the nervous system is more stuck in that survival, that HPA axis dysfunction.
So what is the HPA axis then?
Fancy term is the Hypothalamic-Pituitary-Adrenal axis, and this is the kind of circuit of when the nervous system, the body, when you perceive a threat, the hypothalamus, these all secrete things to stimulate other things. So the hypothalamus secretes to affect the pituitary, which then the pituitary secretes things to affect the adrenals, which then releases adrenaline or cortisol, like those stress hormones, so that then you can respond appropriately to a threat, right? To either fight off that line or run away to get to safety, and then we should get back to it, and that should kick in and get more balanced there.
Okay, so what exactly causes dysfunction in that?
It's the overuse of that, right?
Okay.
And so if we're constantly triggering the nervous system, right? If there's constant triggers to the nervous system, which constantly feeds that HPA axis, and if we're constantly using it, the human body and the nervous system is really intelligent. Because if we're going to use something over and over, it's going to get very efficient at it. And so if we're utilizing triggering that system, it just becomes so much more efficient than the rest recovery, and it starts to dominate, and we get this imbalance where that HPA axis is really what I call the gas pedal gets so strong. We start to develop more of a Ferrari engine, and we're really efficient there, but we got bicycle brakes, and it's hard to break that cycle.
Okay, that makes sense. You usually see a lot of hormonal imbalance after pregnancy, but it can affect health in just like everyday people, right?
Yeah, and it's not just pregnant moms or even just women, but it's even men as well. It can affect kids, and we all can experience this. Now, it may be seen more, particularly there's such a shift in pregnancy. There's that, and especially postpartumly, there's such a shift in that hormone system, and women experience this definitely more than men because of monthly cycles of release of hormones. Men obviously have more consistent across the board, just general consistent hormone production, but it can be seen in everybody.
We're obviously a neurologically focused chiropractic office. How can that help hormone function?
So our hormone system, the endocrine system, is controlled again through that nervous system. It's neuroendocrinology, right? And that's where, again, the nervous system perceives something, body processes and reacts to it. And so if we've got a hormone imbalance, there's likely somewhere in that nervous system that's perceiving a threat, and that likely it can be just from life triggering over time, and it's gotten into a habit of triggering that stress response, which then creates stress hormones, which then creates this imbalance. And if it doesn't get a break to get out of that, then we can have more of an imbalance because it's more focused on that survival side.
Okay.
And if it's constantly in that, then we have this consistent imbalance. In my opinion, the best way to address that is to get to that cause of that neurologic interference stress and to help get out of that, and then help the system be able to respond in a more balanced state rather than that stress state.
Okay, cool. Thanks for that info.
Absolutely.